Forgive me, Father, for I have busted a fat fucking nut. Sister Emmanuelle is a 1977 exploitation film directed by Joseph Warden. It stars Laura Gebser, Monica Zenki, and Gabriele Tinti. So it's really the Avengers Endgame of 1970s Italian smut. We start off the film meeting the titular Emmanuelle, who's a sister, and her superior is with her on a boat in Venice. We then meet Monica's father. By the way, Monica Zenki plays the girl called Monica. You're following me right now? He finds his daughter troublesome, so he sends her to a convent. We then meet Monica with her stepmother, and we can see they're very, very close. If you've ever watched porn, you know exactly where this is going. Then on the train we see that Monica might just be a little horny. So the convent is really just real-life horny gel. There she tries to sleep with Emmanuelle because she hears thunder and she's scared of thunder. Monica then explains to Sister Emmanuelle that she's been gang raped, but in the flashback we see that, you know, she just wanted to have sex with a lot of guys. When Emmanuelle wakes up in the middle of the night, she tries to search for Monica, who's disappeared. She finds her blowing the train guy, and she gets, you know, a little hot and bothered by that, which will be a trend that continues throughout this film. Arriving at the convent, Monica tries to escape, but she's tackled by Emmanuelle, and we can see that she's not wearing her nun undergarment. That little rascal. Emmanuelle is then given a speech by her superior sister. And Monica, well, she meets her new roommate, who's the top of the class, but a bottom in bed. Hannah, and she tries her little thunder trick again, and that time it does work on Hannah. They get romantically attached. You know what I mean by that. During one of the picnics, Monica has to, you know, use the bathroom. And she goes in the middle of nowhere, and she meets Gabriele Tinti, who plays this criminal on the run. Instead of being scared, well, she's horny, so she proceeds to seduce the man, and leads him where he will be hiding for the rest of the film. Later that night, Hannah realizes that Monica is gone, and when she comes back, she tells her that she was with Sister Emmanuelle. Then Hannah, of course, gets upset and jealous because she's in love with Monica. Every night, Monica goes to see Gabriele Tinti. One night, she tells Hannah to go see Emmanuelle to give her a message. That leads to Emmanuelle going to see Gabriele Tinti and Monica, where Monica reveals to Emmanuelle that she's now part of the scheme, so she needs to not tell anybody. The next day we get a little bit more details about Monica's past. We then discover that Monica was kicked out of her house because she was having an affair with her father's wife. I told you exactly where this was going, you should have believed me from the start. Monica then reveals to Emmanuelle that Gabriele Tinti wants to sleep with Hannah. That's of course a lie, and instead Emmanuelle will offer herself, and of course Gabriele Tinti isn't against that, and I don't blame him. Then Emmanuelle is pissed of being corrupted and she tries to get her revenge on Monica. And that's pretty much Sister Emmanuelle. One of the few Emmanuelle films where she's not a reporter, she's actually just a nun who's really corrupted by the flesh, and she does unholy things throughout the film. This is one of my favorite of the Black Emanuelle series. It is so fucking absurd and so sleazy. The setting of the convent and the non-Catholic events that happen there make up for this film's reputation. I assume that in 70s Italy, that was mostly Roman Catholic, that these films were a bit controversial. Add to that 3 of the biggest stars of Italian sexploitation, and you got truly a film for every pervert out there. You wouldn't be surprised that I highly recommend this film, because, you know, I'm kind of biased towards the Black Emanuelle franchise, but if you had to only watch one, this one shouldn't be missed. Thank you, and see you guys next time.